Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 6. As you can see, we're still in the swamp, and we are currently fighting the last remains of another of those packs with pack leader, or pack master. I actually, before fighting this pack here, that we had already seen last time, I also fought a pack that appeared to only consist of wolves. I was expecting that to be part of another... the same kind of constellation as before, I guess, and as this one. But no ogre or giant joined the fight, so that one was a bit easier. This one here, as you can still see, revealed that these pack leaders, no, pack masters, whatever, can actually apply a lightning debuff, which this giant here, before dying, did to both Ayali and Xaz, annoyingly. But I have been managing to keep them alive. It's already run out on Ayali after like 3 turns or so. You know what? Why don't we try to end things quickly here? The boosted Rain of Fire. Of course, there's still like almost 3/4 of the map. Oh, actually, maybe not that much. No. I suppose we have seen the upper parts of it, so maybe like half of the map still to explore. So, presumably we're not quite done with all of the enemies yet. But I figured I'd just get rid of at least a couple of them, so we don't have to sit through these same kinds of encounters again for the entire episode. There we go, finally. Okay, we recover all of that, but... Okay, lightning tick for one more time. Not for a lot of damage, though. 48? That's very much on the low end of the spectrum there. Okay, do we get anything out of it? No, I suppose these wolves don't really drop anything. Okay, this thing here we were able to dig up. Just some grey mold, though. I wonder what could be in this, then. And we've dug up, obviously, grey mold, but also mandrake roots and highly valuable gemstones before with no problem. So I wonder what they would be. Oh. Huh. Maybe that is the lone packmaster that's left after we dealt with all of his hounds or wolves. Which for some reason he did not join in combat before. That's kind of odd, but okay. If that's the case, it looks like he's just actively coming after us. I will renew haste because that tends to run out first. Okay. Well, I'm happy enough just fighting this guy by himself. If I have to. Okay, we can even reach him. You know what? I'm not going to use his ability yet. Instead, I will use Shield Breaker with Lulu, and I could slow him down, but I'll just focus on damage first. Just by himself, all of us focusing on the giant is going to go down fast enough. Especially now that we can use a Mighty Blow. Okay, no double hits or anything, but I'll take it. And you can also use your Mighty Blow and weaken him at the same time. Curse him. Sure. And now we just throw some cheap damage. Okay, an Acid Spray. I definitely prefer that to Lightning. And with any luck, he's not going to be able to do anything else before he dies. Looking pretty decent here. Yeah. 65. Okay, let's make sure he dies there. Okay. And of course, this is a debuff we can actually dispel. Yeah, not sure what was up with that. Obviously, previously, these enemies were always linked and all attacked together, but yeah, I don't know. Either way, I do wonder what they might be... What might be buried there. Maybe just a non-standard item? Something, some piece of equipment or something? But not really a lot I can do about that right now. Okay. I have an idea where this might lead. Got some postulant rats here that... Oh, wait. How can we not go through here? Oh, because I'm dumb and this rat is actually lined up with this wall tile here. Okay. Do we want to fight them? They are not exactly super weak here, but obviously we'll be able to defeat them. There are quite a few of them, but only 2 of them will attack us at a time, so that always helps. Oh my god. I don't know. I keep misreading the these walls and the path situation here. It's fine. You just kill that rat without having to use any abilities. You attack that one. I mean, I kind of wanted to wait until they all turned hostile anyway, so I could start using AoE spells. But yeah, obviously did not mean to send Hawk on such a detour. I guess, if nothing else, it tells me that there is indeed a way around, but I could have guessed as much. Okay, can we still... Nope. Maybe I could have aimed an area spell in there somehow, but, you know, whatever. Also, I guess these really don't have so many hit points that we absolutely have to use Shield Breaker. Also, because they're naturally pretty weak, or don't have very high resistances, I should say. Okay, you can do this. Yep, nice. Oh, hey. Are you one of those? Yep, mutant pack wolves for sure. Interesting. I guess I could throw in some extra Divine Fires here, because Lulu's mana is looking just fine. Oh well. I'm not sure why this random wolf decided to come here. Did it just randomly wander close enough and saw us, or did it somehow hear that there was fighting going on here? I'm gonna assume that it was really just random. Just a coincidence. Okay, I will heal you up, although someone else is gonna attack soon. Probably Hawk. Yep. Okay, that rat is running. Just attack twice, I guess. Switch. I forgot that you were still fatigued. So, barely worth it, I guess, but still will Shield Breaker like this. Fireball. Wolf changes his mind and his target, and you can do a Mighty Blow. Maybe it was worth waiting. I mean, it is some extra damage, I suppose. Okay, and you almost made your way to that rat. Okay. Obviously not a particularly difficult fight. Spine Shield, yes please. Recently used one of those, maybe unnecessarily so. So I'm very glad to have that one replaced. On short sword, sure, why not? Okay, where there's one of those wolves though, there's certainly more. Oh, I think I saw one just there. Yep. I mean, I guess we'll deal with them. Because, you know, sooner or later, we'd have to anyway. This one seems weaker. Nope, same amount of hit points, okay. It just looked like it was taking a lot more damage. Okay, well, I guess it's just fireballs, even though they're not the most effective thing to use. But yeah, for whatever reason, the wolves... Oh, maybe... I was thinking that that there were fewer wolves than there were in one of those giant lead packs when I was fighting these seemingly isolated wolves earlier. So maybe for whatever reason, that group of enemies just wasn't set to aggro as a group. That's why I fought those 3 or 4 wolves by themselves before, and there were just 2 further up here that didn't even notice the fighting going on, like their giant master. That's probably what's going on, and those were just the last remnants of that pack. Yeah, not sure what went wrong there, but I'll take it. Yeah, and as expected, that leads here, and unlike expected, there's nothing here. I thought this might lead to something a little bit more interesting, but nope, it's just another tiny little dead end that serves no purpose whatsoever. Okay, and now we are in an area that apparently does not have its own name that shows up. We got some sort of ruins over here, though. I mean, we weren't told about this area. Yeah, again, the map is... well, the map is somewhat accurate, I suppose, but apparently around here there are some buildings by the riverside. Let's just head down for now. Maybe we are done with the swamp. I mean, no, there's probably another pack in there. Knowing my luck. But okay, this is down by the bridge. Alright. Get some more postulant rats who are interested in fighting. Do we finally find those mushrooms? There are a lot of mushrooms around here. I guess wild growing mushrooms. Okay. Oh, could we actually be so lucky? I think we're good. There were just a total of 3 of those packs, and we killed them all. Oh, that's great news. I don't know why I find those particularly so annoying. I mean, I guess because it's a, you know, they're relatively large groups of enemies that aren't completely harmless, and it's completely open terrain, and they're just going to swarm you and attack whoever they want. It's just annoying. Can absolutely get messy. Because, you know, just because of their number and number of hit points, they will take a certain amount of time to kill, no matter what. Do I kill these rats, speaking of which? I mean, yeah. I can use all the experience I can get, so let's not be lazy. I certainly didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. I thought I clicked on it before and nothing happened, so I was confused. It happens. Sure. Shield breaker. Actually, again, never mind. These enemies are so squishy. So naturally squishy that is really not necessary. Somewhat disappointing for a mighty blow, I must say. Oh, okay. Why did this rat that got hit the hardest decide to not attack Hawk, which it easily could have done, and the other one seemed to attack Lulu? I don't know. Enemies don't make sense. Never have and never will. Yeah, just get stabbed. Twice, I guess. And still it attacks Lulu. I mean, okay, sure. Maybe rats in particular are just completely random. Maybe they're supposed to be. And you know what? That's fair. Can we knife it to death? Yes, we can. Good job. Okay. Some more random herbs. Yeah, this is not looking so good. The walls of this house have been smashed by volleys of flung rocks. When the giants emerged from the low tunnels to take advantage of the chaos caused by the war, this lonely homestead must have been one of the first they raided. The farm is silent now, but the smell of rot and decay hangs in the air, like decaying vegetation. Yeah, I mean, I already saw those patches and expected slime, I guess, but maybe it's one of those shamblers. Yep, sure enough. Rotting shambler. Which apparently has not noticed yet, somehow. Also, there's almost certainly more than one. Can we... Huh? What? Oh. I guess... Wait. Can you not? Oh, you cannot move with the numpad out of combat? Or... Nope, you totally can. You just have to have numlock on. Alright. Okay, and it's not just a rotting shambler. In fact, it's 3 and this thing. A gangrenous shambler. Yeah. I mean, that sounds pretty bad. I don't know exactly what to expect here, but nothing good, that's for sure. I probably should have just stayed outside, but I did save, so let's see how much of a mistake this was. I mean, I suppose these things don't usually tend to be very very tanky. That is, they usually have a good amount of hit points, but they tend to take a lot of damage. I also tend to press all kinds of wrong buttons. I mean, that's nothing new. Okay, yep. Fire also tends to work well against them. But of course they also hit hard, so... yeah, running in there probably was a mistake. But we'll see. I mean, we got one of them almost dead. No luck with any haste procs, though. Okay. Yep, also constant acid damage happening. It's just how it's gonna be. Okay, that was an awful attack. You pretty much have to heal everyone. How does line of sight work? Okay, line of sight does not seem to be a concern, because I think normally that would not have been line of sight between her and Xaz, but he still got some healing. So that's nice. Here we should be able to kill that one for sure. Okay, good. Next one fills that gap. I mean, it's kind of working so far, because they have been splitting their attacks between enough party members to not just focus on one of them, on one of us. Okay, I could heal again. Maybe remove a debuff. Okay. That worked out. Just throw more fire. Still no haste. No haste for you. Okay, that thing can parry. Good to know. We will break its armor. Or did we? Nope. It actually parried the shield breaker attack. That's annoying. I will have you try again. Okay, and you even get to heal. Well, you can try again with this. Almost killing this one, but still not getting a haste proc, so... well, next turn though, it's gonna die. And you can finally do your well-aimed... no, your mighty blow? Again, super disappointing. I mean, I guess 122 damage is not terrible, but, you know. Could have been better for sure. You know what? I think you might be able to kill them both before they do anything else. What? Can't see that space. I disagree. Okay. I could have sworn I targeted that same tile both times before, but the game thought otherwise. And of course the game's always right. Okay, that went surprisingly well, considering I did not start that fight very smartly, but, you know. I won't complain. Get some loot out of it. Yeah, they themselves didn't drop anything. Okay, and that's all there is up here. So... wait a minute. We did not find a way into one of these collapsed tunnels, right? There are only this trapdoor and this tunnel up here. So we'll never know what's past here. Nothing, I suppose, unless... I guess... we could find another tunnel, or we could find some sort of tunnel, maybe even coming from all the way over on the other side of the river, and ultimately ending there, but I mean, either way, it's not going to be particularly useful. Okay, so what actually do we have here? The tunnel to the west is blocked by a large gateway. It was recently built, but not by sliths. The work is far too solid. The massive stones, any one of which would require 5 giants to move it, are put together too tightly. Humans and Nephilim look out at you through the windows and aim arrows in your direction. That means that the barrier isn't controlled by the giants either. Then you get close enough to see the obelisk that stands before the gate. Several words have been melted into the stone, identifying who claims these lands. This is the realm of the great dragon. None enter without his blessing. Okay. Tarmic Dresa. Oh. I see. Okay. So, the great dragon... Have we learned his name? I don't remember now. It might have been mentioned. Has built his own kingdom here, I suppose, with him being the king, and is defending it against anyone, but also withstanding the horde, interestingly enough. Yeah, okay, so that's basically this whole area here. Okay, and Barga acts as the bulwark on the western front, I suppose, on the western border, not letting anyone in. Yep, this is the realm of the great dragon. None enter without his blessing. Gate is closed. I mean, it's technically not, but actually, yeah, they really aren't. Tarmic Dresa. There is a lone man standing out in front of the gate. He is fearless, as if following Melanchion. Ah, yes. I do remember that name. As if following Melanchion renders him immune from attack. He is young, healthy, and strong, and his eyes have a glazed look that makes you feel very cautious. Welcome, he says, raising his hand. I am Tarmic Dresa, servant of the mighty dragon Melanchion. My dread master wishes no conflict with Avernum. As long as you do not try to pass, we will not have to kill you. Our weapons have been touched by the mighty dragon himself. You must turn back. Okay, so you welcome me, only to tell me that I need to leave. Strange, but okay. Tell me about Melanchion. Tarmic Dresa gives you a fuzzy little smile. The only emotion he has betrayed so far. He is a dragon, young and mighty, come from the lower tunnels to bring peace and prosperity to the underworld. I met him myself. He touched me with his claw, touched my weapon, no, let's not go there. Allowed me to call myself Dresa. I am his. And who were you before you served Melanchion? I was a soldier of Avernum. I had to leave. Desert, most likely. More likely. We do not like to talk about what we were before the dragon accepted us. What exactly does he plan for us all? Tarmic looks perplexed. I am not intelligent enough to comprehend the mind and plans of the dragon. That much seems true enough. Wow, okay. Can any serve Melanchion? Like, does he need 4 more soldiers? Oh no, many come before him. He judges them, looks into their eyes, sees if their spirit will let them obey properly. Oh, okay. If obedience is required, then I don't know that we're suitable. And if they are not true in their desire, they are rejected. And what happens to the rejected? They leave our lands unharmed. They are sent to Barga. We do not touch or rob them, but they may not return. That's surprisingly benevolent. Your weapons are touched by the dragon. What does that mean? I mean that he touched them. Literally. There's no special or poetic meaning. He reached out and touched my blade. It was a true honor. Did it give your weapon any special powers? As long as I fight for the dragon with a true spirit, I am indestructible. I guess that answers my question. I would like permission to pass. And do you have a token of Melanchion's? Something marking you? You don't. He shakes his head. You must go then, before we feel we need to kill you. Oh, well, let's not risk that feeling setting in. I found Dresa. I'm sure Melanchion would like to know. Ah, but you ask me to try to divine the thoughts of the dragon. I am unable and unworthy. I only know his command, which is that only those with permission may pass this gate. Let me by, or I will destroy you. I mean, we could pretend to want to worship Melanchion. And once those words would have won you passage. The rules changed recently. Now you must have permission to pass. Okay, I guess he has enough followers. I'll just go then. Atomic Tracer nods and silently watches you go. Okay. Well, obviously I have to try. I mean, how tough was he? Not impossibly tough, although... Yeah, this... Hit point-wise, these guys remind me of the Slith army outside Fort Monastery, so... When you step through the gate, the defenders shout out an alarm. They are very serious about keeping out intruders and infidels. In moments, arrows are being launched at you with deadly aim. Well, we will be the judge of that. I guess if I was serious about attacking them, I should probably have at least prepared for combat. As opposed to, you know, not preparing in the slightest. I mean, you're not gonna get away from that guy. You, however... Oh, that's lock 15. I think we can just barely deal with that. I keep forgetting. I turned the wheel. Oh, and yeah, that guy is just extremely strong. Although I wonder if I lowered the difficulty enough, whether I would be able to just kill them. Obviously, I expect that at some point we're going to actually get permission to enter, because clearly they wouldn't just make this entire area forever inaccessible. That's just not how video games tend to work. Stone servants working here. I mean, we're just not allowed to pass through that gate, right? But we can look around out here. Who's going to stop us? Oh. You, perhaps. Muck whites. Guarding a way down. Okay, they themselves don't seem too bad. We'll just wait here. Okay. That's one down, and nothing terrible happened as they died. That's always a plus. No explosion, not spawning any enemies. I like to see that. I also like that we can block off the corridor here with two of us, so we can safely do things like this, for example. Oh, never mind, they do have a range attack. Yep, they sure do. Okay, cursed and weakened and acid, oh my. Yeah, let's just finish the job. I think I'll focus on curing you and healing you. Okay. Fireball? Okay, and immediately he gets attacked by that one as well. But yeah. Because these are relatively squishy, it's still not as bad as it could otherwise be. But of course, they're only guarding the entrance to something, to some place that is probably going to be filled with a lot more of them. But I guess if nothing else, you know, underground areas, tunnels, and the like tend to provide plenty of opportunities to, you know, use bottlenecks to my advantage. Okay, yep, there's just straight up more of them, and a charged goop. Okay. Well, well, so much for using the bottleneck to my advantage. I guess we can kind of... I mean, if they really want to, they can squeeze past here, but... maybe they won't. Okay, that's a decent start. Well aimed. Divine Fire. Oh, we even hit something around the corner. Maybe it wouldn't be a terrible idea to deal with these charged goops. Are these not the ones that explode? Now that I think about it... Oh, they totally are, aren't they? Yeah, so we definitely want to kill them while they cannot reach us. Okay, and use them to take out most of the whites at the same time. That was surprisingly easy. I mean, the game set it up for us to have such an easy time, right? The non-exploding enemies just blocking the corridor completely, blocking, you know, locking in these exploding slimes, giving us all kinds of opportunities to just blow them up safely without them being able to get to us, which was the big problem when we were dealing with those before. Okay, gray mold, and that's it. Yeah. Huh. I was absolutely expecting more here. Expecting worse, specifically, but, well, I'm glad to be wrong in this case. Now, let's see. Mage spell 16. Is that where, as far as I wanted to take it? You would need 17 for Arcane Blow. Well, I don't know what I was saying before, but one more level and he's going to be able to get there. Oh, we're already level 41, though. Honestly, I'm surprised that we have continued getting skill points. I seem to remember that in some previous games, maybe that was in the more recent remakes with their revamped skill trees, the revamped skill system with the skill trees, I should say. I want to say that at some point you just stopped getting more skill points on level up, and you only got, you know, some small increase in hit points and mana. So I was half expecting something like that to happen, but we have been getting skill points consistently throughout the game. I just don't know. I think there might be a max level of 50. And, you know, obviously enemies are, well, need to be higher and higher level for us to still provide decent amounts of experience. So while we only ever need 1,000 hit points for a level up, that's getting more difficult the further we progress into the game, because, you know, anything that's too weak is just not going to be worth it anymore. Of course, we've also pretty much eradicated everything that's very low level already, so what remains is relatively appropriately leveled or above our level in some cases. Still, it might be difficult to even reach max level, even by being very thorough. But we have been getting those skill points, and I don't see that ever stopping at this point, except if and when we reach the max level. But we're not there yet, so if we wait one more level, we could, well, not exactly max out mage spells, but get to the point where we can actually cast every spell, so long as we don't lose any equipment that gives us some of these points. I don't know, it's a lot of points, and I'm probably not going to use that arcane blow. Is it a lot? Maybe I will, I don't know, maybe it is that powerful, maybe it's actually worth it. So yeah, I guess, I don't know, at this point I will just go for it. Even though for the longest time I said that I wasn't going to bother. It's not like I absolutely need to invest in anything else either. Spine Shield Scroll, yes please. What's going on here? Not much, I guess. These weird bushes are nothing. And some shed insect carapaces. Once, years ago, this tunnel was the entrance to a giant fort. A giant fort? Or like a large fort? Or a fort of giants? Maybe both. The massive cavewood totems they erected are still here, though mold and moisture are efficiently rotting them away. Yes, obviously giants. Now egg fragments and chunks of discarded carapace litter the ground. In the absence of the giants, something else has moved in here. An infestation. Yay, infestations. Oh. Discovered Scuttler Lair. Oh, and a Yali level to 40. Congrats. Now, lethal blow. Yes. Of course, always more lethal blow. Okay, that was easy. And there are the scuttlers. Scuttlers so far have been very much a non-issue. Whenever we've encountered them, they were quite weak. We haven't really had very many encounters with them in the first place, I guess, but yeah, they're definitely not... they have not stood out as particularly worrisome enemies. But now that we have a full-on dungeon, it looks like, dedicated to them, things might change. These definitely hit quite hard, so there's that. I mean, their hit points aren't really too impressive. Yeah, some decent hits like that will take them out in one turn. That's always good. Fire. They resist a little bit. Okay, I was kind of hoping for that to be more than just these two. So all of the buffs are actually worth it. Okay, nice. Took out another one. No healing strictly necessary, so I guess I can... Well, honestly, I didn't necessarily want to just do a well-aimed blow, but I mean, really, it's fine for this one here. And there's another one. Okay. I mean, they definitely do hit pretty hard, so you do not want to be surrounded by... Yeah, you don't want to find yourself surrounded by them, period, I guess. So whenever possible, try to find bottlenecks like this. We got yet another level up. It's interesting that we are so synced up. How close are you? Just out of curiosity. Not that close. No, actually not very close at all. Okay, I think we're good, but let's wait one turn. Yeah, no more of them seem to be coming. Well, there's one right here. Wait, I don't need to move you forward at all. Oh, no, of course there's more. Those tricky bastards. Oh, sure. Just use shield breaker. Okay. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Alright, now are we good? We'll see, I suppose. Recover all of that. And what I should have done a while ago, let's see. Blade Master? Yeah. Still working on that. So we need at least, I think, exactly one more level. I seem to remember that he has 2 points from equipment. I guess I can quickly confirm that. Oh yeah, there's 2 points right there. Okay. Yeah, so we need to get to level 7, one more level, and then an item that gives him... Right? He said 0, yeah. And one item that gives him skill points, and he's gonna be there. Oh hey, we want that to be in the correct place. Okay, I see. We have a choice here. Pick a path. This over here looks suspicious, but I suppose there's gonna be just a way up from this fortress. So maybe just head over this way first. Okay. It's pretty spacious, but I suppose that makes sense for a giant fortress. Also, for now, suspiciously empty. You enter the old giant tunnels. This used to be an extensive warren, carelessly dug out by the prior residents. Cavequakes made short work of most of their haphazard tunnels. The remaining chambers are now infested by scuttlers, lots of them. You can hear them clicking and hissing in the shadows, and yet you can't see any of them. They're hiding and waiting. Oh god, I hate that. Yeah, being ambushed by those things sounds like a terrible time. But that seems like it's exactly what's going to be happening. Interestingly, the river continues underground here, or has its counterpart underground. Or maybe it's just this lake here. Oh, I don't like this. They're just gonna spawn all around us any moment now. It's gonna suck. We don't... Oh, never mind. That sells for at least a little bit. We'll take it. I'll save... Ah, I was literally one step away. The south shore of this lake is littered with bones and refuse. There are signs of battle here, several battles. More than one group of scouts has been surrounded and swarmed on this rocky expanse. Realization of this fact makes you feel quite nervous. Perhaps you should be looking for a more easily defendable location. Perhaps too late. The sound of hissing and clicking suddenly get much louder. You hear rock walls crumble as waves of scuttlers emerge from the holes where they were hiding, cunning little creatures. Well, we're definitely using Ward of Steel here because those things hit hard, as we have established. Okay. Didn't even check beforehand, but they are indeed the same kind of scuttler that we've previously been fighting. Obviously the ones from this side are gonna come into view pretty soon. Well, they haven't yet, which is honestly surprising. Oh, hi there. Red shell scuttler. Wait, maybe they're only spawning behind us. That would be surprisingly nice. Okay. You walk forward just a little bit, I guess. Yeah, deal with this one back here. I mean, I don't need you to completely finish it off. Wow, we're dealing some good damage to these things. I do like that. Okay, and... Alright, that takes care of that first wave. And we just have this one here? I mean, it's pretty tanky, but... It's just one. Just one of it and 4 of us. I guess I'll try acid on it. Okay. Didn't like that. Oh, but there's more. Wait. Okay, so we are fighting several of those very tanky ones. Okay, that's a little bit concerning. But that being said, they look like they would be very well armored, right? With their, well, literal armor making up their bodies, but... Oh, that was a waste. But I guess we'll still kill it. No, we didn't. What? Oh, okay. So that's how it is. They're basically immune to fire. Good to know. Well, that one died to acid, so that's good. Yeah, we definitely want to focus on these. They are taking a ton of physical damage. You really wouldn't expect that. I mean, I didn't. Still gonna reduce its armor some more. Okay, so immune to fire. I guess we'll try the obvious then. Try some cold damage. Yeah, that works. In that case, I said. Yeah. Okay. As always, Icy Rain remains a little bit underwhelming, even when it's technically very effective. It's just not a very strong spell, unfortunately. Okay, you can do a mighty blow. Yeah, mighty-ish. Come on. 54 damage. Okay, we need to be careful here. We're not exactly surrounded, but, well, as surrounded as they can manage in this place. Just gonna keep everyone healthy. Well, it's not exactly efficient, but let's try Divine Retribution. Okay, that did kill the one right here. I was hoping for that at least. I could try to slow them or even just outright daze them. Let's give it one try. Okay. Totally fine with that. Oh, and now there's more coming from behind us. And it's a different type as well. The sounds of the scuttlers are much quieter. Most of the pests have emerged from their holes. Oh, that's good. You seem to be nearing the end of the onslaught, but then you hear a screech, loud, piercing, and inhuman. Something big is coming. Something much nastier than the pests you have been mowing down. I wouldn't exactly say mowing down. It's definitely been kind of slow going. Green shell scuttler. Okay, these don't have a ton of hit points. And green color on enemies is always concerning. Let's maybe focus on killing these weaker ones, just to remove the number of enemies we're dealing with here. Good, okay. You can retreat that way a little bit. You actually retreat back there. And press the wrong button. And then press the right button. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I'll take that. We take those, for sure. Yeah, okay. One of her two weapons basically dealing no damage against these red shells. It's not amazing, but it's fine. That's some pretty solid damage. Let's just do some acid. Actually, slow them. Wait, that's not... That was stupid. I don't know. I said slow them and hit the hotkey. Slow isn't even on a hotkey. I hit the hotkey for days. Oh well. Hotkeys for days. I'd really like to be able to use something else here. Okay, well. Now let's actually cast the spell I meant to cast for, you know, to help with when they eventually wake up. Eventually, inevitably. You know. Okay, let's see if I can snipe just that one. That worked. It wasn't a ton of damage, but maybe the best we could do. Is there... Oh. More green shells? And that's a sparkling scuttler. Is that the super nasty thing? Because these all have the same relatively low numbers of hit points. And this guy, I don't know. Is he gonna die from acid? I don't think he will, actually. Okay, that was a very solid hit. Okay, good. Now we can somewhat safely retreat over this way. Anyone need any buffs? Doesn't look like it. I mean, no, I think I'm gonna slow them for now. Unfortunately, that did not quite reach all the way back there. Oh, really? So much for the onslaught being over. Dang it, you tricked me, game. I really thought that we were done with enemies from this direction. Oh, there's so many of them. This is not great. Well, we have to start facing these now. Well, actually... yeah, we kind of do. Okay, that's one of them down. One of those that I was a bit worried about. Okay. There's the boss. And now we're well and truly surrounded. Ugh. How bad are you? Scuttler mutant? How is this a mutated scuttler? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. But okay. I am worried... Oh no, never mind. They're just multiple sparklers and green shells. Alright, okay. Definitely helps that these are mostly pretty squishy. Oh. Okay, so the sparklers actually leave a lightning debuff. That sucks. In other words, those have to die. Those have to be prioritized. That being said... Oh, okay. I guess that helps. Trying to keep an eye on all the buffs as well. Okay, we can kill that one. And this one. The lightning debuff was very short-lived. That's great. Gonna top you off. Well... you can just help kill this one, I suppose. You probably could have done something better than that. Oh, I mean... technically, I don't mind having the boss right here in our melee range, but... all of these enemies are not gonna stay dazed for forever. In fact, they're almost certainly going to pretty much wake up all at the same time, then we have a whole mess to deal with. Okay, we actually do need to renew haste, it looks like, because it's starting to run out. Everything else is still in place, but... man, I wish she could do something more useful than just deal damage to one enemy. Obviously, I'm not going to use any AoE. I mean, I could against these enemies back here just to soften them up a little. Maybe that's not the worst thing. It's more damage overall, and we will have to damage them eventually. Okay, so we do this first. Thankfully, we did get a haste proc for him. Let's actually slow, because I don't think this thing was affected before. Oh no, and we got more coming from behind. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's kind of nuts, to be honest. Most of the enemies around us are still dazed. This one is not. Yeah, let's do it. These are so tanky, though. Well, and you can't even easily reach it because you're gonna get slowed by enemies. Never mind, we should just be focusing on this thing here. Well, you know what? Let's keep everyone topped off, even though hit points aren't looking critical right now. But that will change. Okay, managed to daze that one that was approaching from behind and re-daze a couple of the ones around us. Okay, we are gonna finish killing this one here, though. Okay, that was not very good. I never put acid on you. There. Okay, now we dazed this one here. But these woke up. Yeah, there's the lightning debuff again. Kinda hate it. And only Ayali can reach that one. No, they can swap places. If I really wanted to, I could kill that one. No, we're gonna focus on... I know, this one's sleeping now. Let's attack this one, or not. Okay. Wonderful. And now suddenly we're starting to take damage, and healing is maybe becoming a problem. Yep. As soon as this thing actually starts attacking as well. Oh no. Well, what can we do? Just try to attack and hope not to get parried. I don't know if I ever weakened you before. Now I did. I don't really have any strong single target damage. You know what? That's honestly something that's missing from the Mage's Arsenal. You got Fireball, but you know, that's literally the most basic spell. And I'm pretty sure that this Arcane Blow is just another area spell, right? Which is nice when you're fighting more than one enemy, but it would be really nice to have, like, a really powerful, expensive, but really powerful single target spell that's just, you know, for those situations when you really want to focus on taking out one particular enemy. Because as it is, it always feels a bit weird to just use an area spell on a single enemy, right? Because it feels like you're just basically paying for being able to deal damage to a ton of enemies, and you're only getting a fraction of its potential benefit, because you would be dealing a lot more damage against a group of enemies. Even if the damage is pretty solid against every single one of them. But, oh well. In this case I can't even do that, because obviously I don't want to wake up all of the dazed ones around us. Actually, do I just daze again? Well, I suppose. Okay, well, we did get this one, and just in time, because it turns out that, of course, this thing has an area attack, and it's an area debuff. Gotta love it. Okay, please don't get parried. Thank you. Okay, well, that was some very solid damage. I will have you drink a potion, however, because you're taking a ton of damage as well. Okay, wow, yeah, that was a very, very solid hit as well. Bringing this thing down to 121. But, of course, I have to heal. There's no way around it. In fact, oh god, I'm so tempted. I wish I could reliably cast 2 spells, but I can't. I am going to risk mass healing and hoping for the best. Nope. No such luck. Oh man, if only I could actually kill this thing. Kill. Wand of Death. Let's try it. What? Okay. I was not expecting that to actually finish it off in one blow. I was thinking that I would weaken it enough that a carefully aimed fire blast could then finish it off. But okay, I'll take it. The strange huge scuttler. If you say it's a scuttler, okay, game. Warped and mutated by the wild magic of these caves, finally dies. Viscous green ooze drips from the many cracks in its carapace. This infestation has been dealt with. Cool. I mean, we're still dealing with the vast majority of these enemies here, but okay. Oh, really? You can't reach that far? That's kind of lame. Sure, we'll just damage those then. Yep, of course another one fills this gap immediately, but that's okay. Okay, lightning buff is over for now, and most of the remaining enemies are relatively easy to kill. Do we wake this one up? I mean, I guess we might as well. Okay, we'll try the same thing again. Again, not getting lucky. But that's fine. What do we do against you? 134. That's not amazing. 49. Not quite good enough. And did even more just come from out of the mist? I think so. Well, that's just great. Okay. Okay, the debuffs have actually run out normally now, naturally. There. Just do some light healing. You know what? You just keep dazing. That has absolutely kept us alive here. And there's the next lightning debuff. Okay, well, you can actually finish off this one. I'm gonna have you step forward, even though you are still getting slowed down by that stunned enemy. I still think that should not be a thing, but, you know. It is, unfortunately. Okay. Close. Still gonna attack this one. That might have been a bad decision. But maybe it's fine, actually. You're not our mage. Stupid muscle memory. I wanted to cast Divine Fire because, you know, that would have taken out these... It still took them out, though. It's fine, but that was a waste of an action, obviously. And I definitely don't want to just lose this fight that has been going on for, what, half an hour? Through some stupid mistake. I mean, we're probably not gonna die. But this is really not a time where you want to take any chances. Come on, stop it with these almost kills. Wow, okay, that was huge. Stunning all those. That definitely helped a lot. What was that actually? Yeah, he's slowed. Oh, okay. That is fine. Yeah, sure, let's attack this one. Actually, I probably should have attacked this one instead. Don't think it matters too much. I'm so tempted to hit them both. We are gonna kill one of them. Yeah, sure, let's do it. I mean, are we gonna kill one of them? Maybe it was a stupid mistake, stupid decision after all. Okay, let's see if we can finish off this one. We could, good. We actually did finish them off, finish them both off. Oh god, I also clearly need a break. But it looks like we're down to just 2 more. Wow, I can't believe how long this fight has taken. And that it seems like we're actually gonna win it. I was not so sure for the longest time. Oh, right. Yep, and now I'm starting to make silly mistakes just because of exhaustion, I suppose. Okay, you go there. I mean, not exactly what I wanted to happen. I guess I could have maybe maneuvered more carefully. It's fine though, we're gonna keep you alive. And damage this thing, and we'll see what it does next. Well, it might still continue to attack Hawk, honestly. Oh. Yep. But it's also going to die soon enough. Actually, we're completely out of buffs, pretty much. Well, not completely, but mostly. Yeah, you know what? Let's not take any chances. Not at this point. How about some lightning? I wasn't able to use this at all this entire fight because I needed to be so careful about which enemies I attacked. But it does work against them, as I would have expected. Alright, yeah, you're still only dealing half damage. That's unfortunate. Probably gonna get attacked now because, yep, you made that thing angry. Nope, not fireball. Okay, wow. Yeah. Not as much recovery, honestly, from that as I would have expected, but here we are. Wisdom Crystal. Eh. I mean, those are always a welcome find, don't get me wrong, but basically just that. A Rod of Succor, eh. Healing potions. Honestly, it's hardly a reason to hold on to those things. Sure, you can have one of these, I guess. You have one with 2 charges remaining. Yeah, I mean, the Rod of Succor is okay. The Wisdom Crystal is always a welcome find, sure, but for that being basically the reward for this huge fight, I don't know if that's appropriate, but, you know, I'll take it. It seems like we won. I think anything else, if there were any more enemies that were supposed to join us here, they would have come by now. So, I think we're good. Huh, I wonder though. Okay, so this is where we came down. So, I guess the other 2 staircases that we could have chosen must just be around the corner here. This is not the time to wonder about that, let alone explore more of this place. We're gonna stay right here. This took longer than expected, of course, but hey, I'll take a victory. Anytime. So, yeah, next time we're gonna look around this place some more, and with any luck, we actually dealt with every last bug. Huh, and I never even noticed this basin here on this little island. That's mysterious, unless there is a boat down here randomly. I guess there might be. Otherwise, I don't see how we could possibly reach that. But again, we'll find out next time. As always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.